Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Slap Happy Podcast. It's me and Marty, or Marty and I, again.
Hello.
Still missing our third counterpart, but he'll be back soon, I think.
Hopefully.
Like another month.
Has it been 2 months already?
I don't know how. It's been like 2 years.
Ian, we miss you.
I'm lost. I'm lost without you.
I'm lost without you.
So what's going on, Marty?
Nothing.
Nothing?
A whole lot of nothing. I brought out my PS3 again for the first time in 2 years.
It's weird to think
3
that
years.
the PS3 is like not the newest console anymore. Like, you probably do too. We're the same age.
Yeah.
Well, you're a year older, but
Yeah.
like when
I feel like we're close enough in age.
yeah, like the PS1 came out, and like imagine, or do you remember like how big that was?
I had a PS1.
Yeah,
I remember when
PS1 playing Crash Bandicoot,
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot, and what was the other one that I played? It wasn't Spyro. Spyro was, for me, it was later in the PS1 era. I can't remember the other like first game. I know Twisted Metal was a big one for me too. Did you ever play that?
I didn't. I played it like way late. The first Twisted Metal game I ever played was Twisted Metal Black, and that was on the PS2. That one was pretty cool though. I liked it.
All of them were cool, man. I just love those games.
Like I go back to try and play them now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's fucking terrible.
You're like,
Like, how did anyone fucking play this?
the graphics suck.
Graphics suck. You can't even tell what's a car, what's not. Like,
That's true.
There's certain games that I feel like if you were to go back and play them, they're perfectly acceptable. Like Crash Bandicoot. That one's perfectly fine. That one, like, I could go back and play that one, and that one would be, I wouldn't have to worry about trying to figure out what's an enemy and what's not. But I think it's just because the art style is so stylized
Yeah.
that it's hard not to be able to tell what's what.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't age all that well still, but it's aged better than a lot of games that tried to be realistic at the time.
And then when the second one, MDK.
MDK?
I'm pretty sure it was MDK.
What is that?
It was a third person shooter.
MDK.
And like I'm pretty sure it's MDK. So like you're like a humanoid, and you got like this big ass helmet on. It's like a think of like a pterodactyl beak.
Okay.
But it's like your helmet, and it sticks out in front of you.
Okay.
And it's also the sniper rifle, and you can take it off as like a machine gun. Like the helmet, it just functions as that.
MDK.
It's kind of weird.
I've never heard of it.
It's really fun. That was one of the funnest ones, because I think that was fun for me because it was so hard. Like the last few levels.
Oh, you like the challenge?
Yeah.
You're one of those guys?
Yeah. To an extent, because then you get like Final Fantasy characters where it's just impossible. Like the newest one, isn't there like a boss with like 13 billion health or something?
I have no fucking idea. Probably like in the DLC or something.
Yeah, and I think like I saw online that it literally takes like 10 days to kill it.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's insane, and I'm sure there's probably a workaround, but
No, that seems impossible. That seems like
that's Final Fantasy for you. That's like 100% what
Have
they'll
you
do.
played Final Fantasy though?
I love Final Fantasy. Not the newest one, not 15, but I love Final Fantasy, dude.
What was the last one you played?
13. I didn't play 14? I guess not. What was 14?
14's the
14
online one.
was the online one,
Yeah,
yeah.
I have that one.
I heard, like, when it first came out, it was terrible.
Yeah, they had to like revamp it and
Yeah,
everything.
they like totally redid it, and Jessica said it was pretty good after they redid it.
Yeah, I remember I was
So I was
installing it at Ian's place.
Yeah, I was gonna get it then, and then that's when I heard 15 was coming out, and I was like, I'll just wait till 15.
And you still haven't gotten it.
I still haven't. Yeah, well, I don't play that much anymore.
Unless it's Warframe.
Even then, I played like 20 minutes today, and that's all I'm gonna play. That's all I have time for, really. Actually, no.
No,
Tonight.
you have a lot of time.
Yeah. Okay, so that's another thing. It's kind of a change of subject, but I read a thing online where it's like, we always say you don't have time for it, especially if you stutter as much as I do. You don't have time for it. Like I just said, I don't have time for video games. I obviously do. Like I'm gonna go to my room and read for 2 hours before I go to bed.
For 2 hours?
Yeah. So what you should start saying is it's not a priority.
Or yeah, like you just don't make time.
So,
Like
but the thing is, like, if you look at it more of a priority instead of just making time, it's just as you keep on saying it's not on my priority list, or like it's a low priority.
Right.
You'll start to realize like how much in your life, like how much things take over.
What do you mean? Like how much things take? Like
So-
what kinds of things?
So the stuff that is a high priority, or what you'll eventually call a high priority, is just like something you'll do every day.
Okay.
You know, like it's a high priority to brush your teeth when you wake up. Or
Not for me.
Or you know, I don't make my bed, but for some people, it's a high
Making the
priority.
bed is making the bed is one of the top things they have to do before they leave.
Or obviously, eating's a big one because you have to survive. But
Right.
I mean, it's a high priority, right? So some smaller ones would be like, I don't know. Well, I mean, it'd be big, like watching TV. Like, say you still watch Arrow and The Flash. That's Tuesday and Wednesday night. Like, you have to be home for a full hour.
Are they hour long?
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay.
So
So that's 2 hours.
Which
of your
doesn't seem
week.
like a lot of time. But for me, I live an hour away from Albuquerque. So if I want to go into town, I have to plan everything an hour ahead.
Mhm.
And then, you know, it takes an hour behind. So I lose 2 hours out of my day if I want to do anything
Okay.
outside of the house.
That makes sense. Like my priority would be doing homework, basically, getting all that shit all settled so that way I can have it ready to go by the time.
Yeah,
class
but
time
it's
rolls
probably
around.
not a high priority. Like, if you want to, it's not a high priority until it's like an hour before the due date, and then you're like, well, I guess I should finish it. You know, like
No,
you'll
I
work
tried
on it a
to-
little bit. You know, like you were working on it earlier today.
Yeah.
But then now you're stopped for this, so this is a higher priority.
I feel like it's not a issue of priorities. It's more like a balance of work and play. Like I did
You can-
I did X amount of hours of this work, and now that section's finished. Now I can take a break, step back from that, and then reattack it out whenever I'm ready. Mainly after doing something like this, like, or reading for a few minutes or an hour or whatever, and then getting back
You
into it.
reading.
I do read. I told you. Jesus Christ. All right.
I've
whatever.
given him like 3 books, and he hasn't read any of them.
I still have them. I don't know. I started them. They just didn't seem interesting, so I downloaded books that I actually thought were interesting, and now I'm finishing those up. I told you I finished a series called Alice in Zonderland.
Yeah, you told me that. You just said one book. I didn't remember. Or I
No,
don't
there's-
remember you saying it was a series.
Well, it's not a series. It's like a two book.
A duetology. Duotology. I don't know what they're called.
Duotology.
It's probably just a. No, it's not a novel.
No, it would be a
two
duotology. Duology.
No, there's an
Duotology.
actual name for
Yeah,
it.
duology, isn't it?
No,
Dual as in two, ology, two of them.
I
don't
don't.
know.
I don't think so.
I think it's duology. I'm pretty sure it's duology. Anyway, yes, I do read, but like the way you say it, it's like it's one takes more priority over the other, whereas I think of it as I did this for
Do you
this
remember how I
long.
started this? Is if you, I was saying, if you start thinking of things like that,
Oh,
then you'll start to realize how important certain things are.
okay. I misheard you then. I thought
Obviously,
you said that.
weren't listening.
Yeah, well,
I
you're not a
expect
priority.
that from you. My voice is low on the priority list.
It is. It's old for my ears, I guess. You don't
Yeah.
have a high enough frequency for my ears to pick you up.
Yeah,
My
I know.
bad.
God, he was listening to music earlier, and it's all like shrill. La, 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 la. It's like twice as high as that, but I can't get that high. Or at least my pride can't get that high.
Wow. Okay.
My pride gets in the way.
So what are you really saying then?
That was I
That's
said
it?
it all.
That
It changes
so
the way
you
you
don't
look at things.
don't look at things as
It changes the way you look at things, and then you start to realize what like takes time out of your life and if it's valuable.
Okay.
You know, like at the end of the year, me playing, you know, a few hours of video games every day is a lot of time, right?
Right.
But am I in a better place at the end of the year than I was if I spent that time doing something else?
Like reading?
Something more, what's the word?
Creative? Hands-on?
Creative or progressive would be, not progressive, but like productive.
Productive.
There we go.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So like instead of playing video games, if I was going to school, I took this semester off, but like, you know, studying so I could do better, or, you know, just learning things. that would be productive. I don't know. Whatever's in your life.
I feel like that's different for everybody, though. Like, for some people,
Duh,
playing those
being
games would
productive.
be productive.
For a very, very select few.
And for some people, watching a TV show is productive, and other people reading is productive. And then you see the people who actually do productive things, like build shit and do
Marty,
art.
you're so annoying.
Why? What'd I do?
You literally have to combat everything.
Yes.
But you don't do it, like, smart at all.
That's
You're
a
like,
give and take.
You're like, anything I say, you find the literally, like, 0.001%. You're like, oh, it's not good for them, though.
I didn't say it wasn't good
And
for
then
them.
And then that's your whole argument. It's not good for that one
I didn't
part,
say
though.
it wasn't good for them. I just said that priorities
And then I'm
differ
just
for
like,
each person.
Yeah, I wasn't saying it was good for them. I was saying as a whole. And you're like, nope, but it's not good for them, though. And I'm just like...
That's not even what I said. I said for some groups of people that doing what you said isn't productive to you is
I wonder
productive
if
to
I
them.
cultivate that, though, because the other group of friends that I hang out with, they've started doing the same thing. So I wonder if
you're
it's like,
incredibly antagonistic.
how?
You do exactly what you say that I do. Is
No.
when I'm trying to expand on your point, you take it as combative and get on the defensive.
I'm gonna have to listen to this, or watch it, or whatever you do on Facebook. I just opened up Facebook. That's why I said Facebook. On YouTube, the tube of you.
Yeah, I was just trying to expand on your point that, yeah, some people...
No, I feel like you say expand, and you're like, no, but it's not good for this.
I didn't say it wasn't good for anybody. What I said was
It's good for this one person. You were combating me because I was like, if you were like, it's, you know, like, playing video games is not good as a whole compared to some of the more productive things that I could do. And you're like, well, it could be good for some people.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm expanding on that point. Like, for you, from your point of view, that, you know, video games are non-productive. They don't, you know, you could be learning how to, I don't know, code or something.
So what's your point then?
So what my point is for some people that something that you don't think is productive is more than enough productive for someone else.
But how does that pertain to me?
Because of what you just said. And because of what I said. For me, playing video games is productive.
So how is it productive for you?
Cognitive effects.
I feel like that's a stretch.
It's scientifically proven that playing video games strengthens cognitive ability. Decision-making skills, reflexes.
You know what else strengthens cognitive ability?
What's that?
Literally doing anything else.
That's not true at all.
Other than watching TV.
Well, there you go, contradicting your own point. Literally anything else other than watching TV?
If you go back one episode, we just switched places because I called him out last time, so he's looking for every chance he can to call me out now.
That's not okay. There's that antagonistic side coming out again.
That's not antagonistic. That's calling me out.
No, I'm not. Sides. I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying.
I was calling. Whatever. You know what? Let's just move on.
All right, fine. Well, I think it's productive. So
you don't want to move on.
That's my closing statement.
Why do you have to have a closing statement?
Because I feel like...
Exactly.
You didn't even let me explain. See, that's why your other group of friends are starting to not like you anymore.
Yeah, they love me.
Well, do whatever it is you described.
That's why I don't hang out with you anymore.
I know. I
actually
went out of my way to stop talking to you.
What? Why?
Did you notice I didn't hit you up anymore?
Because did you notice?
It felt like you didn't want me to talk to you, and you're always busy.
Every time you text me, I'm always at work. Or snap me.
I just feel so left out, you know? Like, you're the only friend I have in Albuquerque, and I just, all I want to do is spend time with you, and I don't
know if he's joking or not.
No,
Yeah.
I guess you're not that high of a priority anymore, I guess.
See, there you go.
Yeah, well, I'm calling it back to the whole start of the discussion.
Yeah.
Because school, first
school
of all,
for you, work for me, because I'm trying to move up a little bit more, you know, do better things.
And then I'm pretty sure you're trying to expand your social circle, too.
Yeah, because, like, I lived here for, what, a year and a half before I had any friends? Just because, well, it's New Mexico, and people are weird, right? Yeah. So I moved to New Mexico, and I'm not from, so it was weird, you know, like culture shock.
Right.
And then I met you guys, and it was like just you guys.
Yeah.
Which is not bad at all, but You know, you can't.
At some point, you just got to spread your wings.
You can't drink the same wine every day for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I'd actually be okay with that. I closed my circle a little bit since meeting you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing. It's like you're changing. You know.
Yeah.
I think it's just that. Well, that's the thing. That's like the same argument, not argument, but like the same point I'm making is
discussion.
The change. You know, like
Yeah.
I went from nothing to someone, and then it's just like that someone for like way too long, you know. Not way too long, but for me it's way too long.
I feel like that's just a personality type of yours. Like you
I don't like
enjoy changing things up. Not change per se, but changing things up.
I'm right in between. It's kind of weird. So, you know, like I grew up military family, and I love like the monotony, like going day to day, have like a strict routine.
Oh, the routine. You like the routine of it.
But at the same time, if you do that for like, my limit's like 2 years. I could do that for 2 years, and I'm super happy. Like,
ironically, how long have we been friends?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I realize I've known this.
I was just thinking about that yesterday, actually.
I've noticed this pattern since I was like, I don't know, 16. I was like consciously aware enough to start noticing things like that. And so like I could do like a strict routine for like 2 years, and then I like go insane. Part of it's because like, you know, military family, we moved, and it happened around 2 years every time.
Is that why you hate your sister so much? They've been around for longer than 2 years?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, 2 times 10. It's just, ugh. No, I don't hate my sisters. Like today, you know.
That little shit show over Salt says otherwise.
But did you notice how agitated they were just because they've been together like the last few days?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, it wasn't terrible.
No, I mean, it's not. But, you know, compared to what we normally are, we're really placid to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we started arguing about salt. What? Because you salt water?
I don't know, but
it was weird. So, I mean, that's just my thing, and it's theirs too. They're worse than I am. I say worse. They're
flipping over the little things?
Different than I am about, like, getting irritated about stuff.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm the opposite, because me and my sister are 7 years apart, and we never, ever saw each other. No. Like, ever. She went to boarding school, and by the time I was old enough to go to boarding school, she'd already graduated, and she was living on her own. So me and her have, like, I guess it's a good relationship, but we don't ever see each other. We never talk to each other unless it's like... I
just realized that clicking of the pen was probably like super loud the entire time. Sorry, guys. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just... It makes me realize how different we are. Because I've been here my entire life, and I've always had such like free reign over what I could do that it makes me want to pull the reins a little bit and just stick to a singular thing for as long as possible. So like even the friends that I've made working at different places, I've kind of just let go, I guess. Not really let go, but I kind of just kept them at a distance.
It just faded out.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's just weird how opposite we are. And that's probably one of the major reasons why we're always clashing.
So definitely don't feel like I'm, like, don't want you anymore.
You hate me. You hate me so much. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
It's also kind of weird because I'm all, like... I went from doing nothing, which I'm totally cool with, you know, to now I have plans every Friday night, and then I have plans, it's coming up, I'm going to have plans every Wednesday night and Monday night, and it's like, when do I have time for myself? There's 4 more days of the week, but like...
Those are all days that you're working.
Yeah, that's true.
And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday are all my days off.
You have Fridays off?
Yeah. And Saturday and Sunday, because I only go to school Tuesday and Thursday. I have
Fridays off, but because I have the other group of friends,
exactly,
improv club.
Yeah. So
it's just weird. Like I have a bunch to do now, and I'm hoping it'll become a routine. You know. So I don't know.
I can see that.
Weird routines. Like I love routine, but at the same time, too much. It's like okay, now I gotta change.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
So what would be like too much routine for you? As of
it's just like the length of routine.
No, I mean like at this moment in your life, what would be like is considered too much routine that you've like had over the past 2 years or whatever?
Well, I've changed everything. So really, it's just kind of part of it was school, right? So I've done school for like I don't know 8 straight semesters. And it was just like it bogged me down, man. It just really did. So I'm taking a semester off now. I'll probably go back next semester. So school was a big one that, like, you know, it was drudge work to me. The other one, work, because I didn't like the hours I was working, but that was also my fault because I was just like, you know what, give me whatever hours.
Right.
Other than the days, like the times I was in school. Just because I wanted to work more to try and change it up, you know, because for a while, work was new to me, that job. And so I changed that too. I changed my hours, you know, like I now have Fridays open, set so I could do different stuff. Everything I've done lately has been changed. I've changed so I don't
fall into that routine.
Yeah, I don't feel bogged down anymore, you know.
Or like that you do have the routine, but it's just not, you know.
It's not the same routine that it was 3 months ago.
Right. Okay.
So like 3 months ago, I had my limit. I was just like, look, I'm not signing up for classes. I'm not going to work on these days anymore because I need it. Like, it's a small change, you know, just working on certain days.
But it's got like a huge effect.
It's got a...
Because now that opens you up to go do other things.
Yeah, I notice I'm happier. I'm like more, like my mind's more open, you know? Which is weird because like if you think... it's kind of weird to think about. You're like, just why does that bog you down? I don't know.
I can see it. It's like a mental thing, where if you do the same thing for too long, then it limits your ability to think outside that box. So
yeah,
I can see that. Me, on the other hand, I go to class 2 days a week for 12 hours, and then I go home. And then every other day of the week is nothing. I stay at home and do nothing.
Yeah.
And then I also don't want to go out and try to find people because everyone's always busy.
Okay.
I feel like it's not worth the effort to try and find a group of people to hang out with because it's not worth my time.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like the way we like became friends, we hooked up.
The way we hooked up.
It was just kind of, you know, like we went to the same theater class, and then all of us were just like, how did it happen? We just all like went to your house one day. You never even really invited us. So it's just like, hey, I'm doing nothing.
Do you guys want to hang out or something?
Yeah, it was like literally it was an offhand. You know, like we're just leaving. You weren't. I didn't even feel like you were committed to the question. You're just like, I'll just say something here. And Ian and I were just like, sure. We all went over and had a good time, and that was it. And that was the start of our glorious and
2-year repetitive long relationship.
Yup.
So now you got to replace us. Well, no, maybe me, not Ian, because Ian's been gone for 3 months. He changed up that routine.
I'm not replacing you at all.
It feels that way.
I'm just adding to.
I don't know. I could probably go hang out with people if I really wanted to, but I really don't want to.
You're okay with just working or school 2 days a week and then doing nothing?
Yeah. Well, no, but yeah, I guess. Like, I don't like not doing anything, and I'm also like, I don't want to come off as antisocial to people, because like I need to be social, and like I'll sit staring at my phone, just be like, man, I wish someone would call or message or something, because like I always feel like I'm the first person to text people nowadays.
Well, definitely for me, because I don't text people.
Yeah.
I'll randomly snap you, but I also don't Snapchat in general.
Mm.
So only if it's like really funny, or it like, you know, one of our inside jokes.
Right.
But it's random and rare because I just don't. Like, I'm okay with not talking to people.
I'm not. Unless I'm like upset with someone, which I've done that before.
And and we're totally opposite there too. Like, if I'm mad at someone, just fucking talk to
You're
me.
gonna hunt them down and send them a strongly worded thumb gymnastics message?
No, I don't text people. I'll be like, look, let's get together, hash this out.
Yeah, no, not me, man. I'm just like, man, if I'm mad at you, don't even fucking talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't think about looking at me. Just nothing. Don't even bother.
Oh. I don't get mad at people like that. Yeah, that's weird.
Well, I'm not mad, but I get like pissy. I'm like a woman when it comes in that regard.
That's for damn sure.
Shut up. No, because like if you're not talking to me, I'm gonna get pissy, and I'm just gonna like, no, fuck it, I don't care anymore. I don't want to talk to you anyway. If you're not gonna try talking to me, I'm not gonna talk to you. Which is probably why I stopped messaging you, because I felt like I was bothering you, and I'm like, well, if he doesn't want to message me, that's cool.
Good. I hope this cleared this up. I hope we cleared this up.
I'm still not gonna fucking message you.
All right.
You're gonna have to reach out to me nowadays.
Yep. I guess
When you're
I
not
will.
busy with your replacement friends.
Yeah. Oh, Sunday nights too. Sunday nights.
What's Sunday?
Did you know Sunday nights is like adult night at the roller
Yes,
rink?
me and Sadie went
Sadie.
every single Sunday.
Sadie and I.
No, I can say it however the fuck I want. This is America, freedom of speech. No, but me and her really went. Her and I. No, that's still wrong. That's wrong. Me and her went every single Sunday when it was before the whole.
You hurt so much. 'Cause
No,
it's not
that's
gonna
the
be-
correct way to say it.
No, it's not. Because if you take out and her, it's not me went. Me went to the roller rink. It's I went to the roller rink.
Fine. Her and I went to the roller rink every single Sunday before their whole water issue came about.
Oh, I don't know anything.
They
about it.
shut down for a long
Oh,
time.
'cause the roof
because-
caved in, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't
that's
even
right.
know they were open, but every single Sunday we would go, and we were actually going to start doing that again.
Roller derby's a big thing here.
Yeah. When they were shut down, the roller derby team actually practiced at CNM at that basketball court by the computer lab area, by the library.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So that's where they were during that time. But yeah, I knew that. And we're going to keep doing that, I guess. Because it's like from 8:30 to 10 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. 8 to 10.
We
Yeah,
actually invited you.
I know,
to
like
go
one time, and then that was. I didn't.
And
go
then
that
you're
one
like,
night.
I don't want to fucking be around you anymore. Just get
That
the fuck
wasn't.
out of here.
No.
No, but
Okay,
we
maybe
went.
that night. No, I'm just kidding.
That was super fun. And
Oh, because I didn't want to be the third wheel, dude. My date backed out that night.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, we still had a good time without you. If that makes you feel any better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I went last Sunday and I had a good time, so
Yeah.
it was a birthday.
It's really fucking fun.
Friend's
So
birthday.
we really want to go back. Actually, what time is it? 6:07. Hey, you want to go?
What's today?
Sunday.
Oh shit. Oh, I told him I was gonna go today too. Oh man, I got plans tonight.
God damn it.
Thanks, Marty. Now I gotta text those other friends and see if they're still going. Because I'm gonna have to waste another hour to drive all the way back in.
Well, it's not gonna start until like 8 something.
I know, but that
Unless
means,
you're gonna meet before.
No, well, if they were, I'm not, because I'm at home now. I forgot today was Sunday, dude.
Well, on that note, we're gonna get our plans all situated, and yeah. Well, I hope that was informative for all of you.
Yeah. Little bit about us.
A little bit about us, I guess. Thanks for listening again, guys. You can find us on SoundCloud, and you're obviously watching us on YouTube. We also stream games on Twitch every so often, so go ahead and find us there. Links will be in the description. And yeah, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, faux shizzle.
For shizzle.
What is this? Faux shizzle, my nizzle? Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg. Bum, 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 bum. I'm just kidding.